Let's talk about how you can request a letter of recommendation from your recommenders. Recommendation letters are often part of your scholarship applications. Sorry, there are two ways. Uh, Often, how scholarship committee requests you to submit your letters of recommendation. Firstly, sometimes you are required to upload the documents on the scholarship application portal along with your other supporting documents. And then the other option is you provide the details of the recommenders, and then they reach out directly to the recommenders, or they send them a form to fill out, a link with a form to fill out. Or sometimes there's a form, a scholarship a recommendation form, as part of your documents that you send to your recommenders to fill it out for you. So here we are going to talk about how to request a letter of recommendation, because I think it's always best to have the recommendation letters with you. Don't wait until you have to submit a recommendation letter and start requesting for one. You should always have your recommendation letters with you ready. Whether you are requested to upload it or not, you should always have a recommendation letter, because sometimes when you request a recommendation letter from professors or managers, former managers or whatever, or whoever you are requesting it from, it often takes time. It takes a long time because they are busy, they have other things to do. So when you request well on time and you get the letter with you, then you have no problem when it comes to submitting your scholarship applications. You do not have like a stumbling block to you submitting your scholarship applications on time. Before I explain how to request letters of recommendations, please go get the scholarship application document tool. The link is in the description. This tool will help you to write your own scholarship application documents, like your personal statement, your CV, your research proposal. So go get your tool. Now, let's talk about letters of recommendations. If you don't understand what a letter of recommendation is, it's often a letter that you get from maybe a professor, from a teacher, from a manager that vouch for your abilities, that confirms um, the achievements or the abilities that you claim during your scholarship application. So it's important that you request the letters from people who can vouch for you, people who can really talk about your capabilities or your abilities or your achievements, and you should inform those people before you add them as recommenders. I think I jumped the gun. Yeah, you should choose appropriate referees. Carefully select individuals who provide strong uh, recommendation. You don't want to choose someone who doesn't remember you, who doesn't even know what you did. Maybe you were their student at university. They had 100 students, as an example, and you choose someone who doesn't even remember you. They will not be able to write a very strong recommendation for you. So you should choose people that you closely worked with, whether it could be academic or professional. And I suggest you get two types of recommendations: an academic recommendation from a professor or some former lecturer, and then get a professional recommendation, maybe from your workplace or where you did internship. You have both professional and academic recommendations. Ask politely and early. I already mentioned that start as early as possible because they have other things to do. The earlier you ask, the better. By the time you start your applications, you will have the letters ready. And then be clear about what you need. Specify what scholarship you are applying for. Oftentimes, I suggest you, unless the scholarship specifically states that you should submit a specific recommendation, I suggest you get a general recommendation letter that you can use for different scholarship applications, because you don't want to be going back to the same person and asking them to amend the recommendation letter. They might get tired, they might get fed up with that. So you can get a general letter of recommendation that you can upload for your different scholarship applications, unless otherwise it's stated that the recommendation should be specific to the scholarship. And then remind them of your experience. Sometimes they forget what you did. Maybe you worked with them a few years back. You have to remind them, mention how you know each other, what you did together. If you worked on a project, what project did you work together, what did you do on that project? You should remind them. Don't be afraid to remind them of your achievements or qualities. That will help them to write you a strong letter of recommendation. Offer supporting documents, maybe your CV, your personal statement, any document that will help them to write you a strong letter of recommendation. You can submit those documents. Most often, maybe your CV, so that they remember how they worked with you. And also, when they see your CV, perhaps that also might inspire them to add some things to your letter to make it stronger. And then keep it professional but warm. Use a respectful tone. Don't be entitled. They don't owe you a recommendation, so you should not be entitled to them giving you a recommendation, but just ask professionally, and also um, express gratitude and be respectful in your tone. And then lastly, if you need me to review your scholarship application documents before you submit, please book through the link in the description. I'll review all your application documents, provide constructive feedback so that you can refine your documents before you submit. All the best with your applications.